Jumanji, a movie near and dear to my heart. It was one of the few children's movies to successfully combine several genres into one. It was funny, it had action, drama, and even some horror elements. It was a fun, crazy romp that remains a childhood favorite for many people. So what does Sony do with the childhood favorite? Why, remake it, of course. The trailer for Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, was just released today, and it seems that it's generating a lot of mixed feelings. The consensus seems to be that the movie on its own looks very entertaining and fun to watch, but it should not deserve the title of Jumanji. This is a valid argument. There are a lot of movies out there whose title ends up doing more harm than good. Most notably, Final Fantasy Spirits Within. If this movie was not titled Final Fantasy, it may have been better received by fans of science fiction. But I digress. Let's talk about Welcome to the Jungle. The trailer introduces us to the cast. We have the jock, the geek, the shy girl, and the popular girl. They fit into their stereotypes like a finely tailored suit. The jock only focuses on football, the geek uses hand sanitizer all over his body, the shy girl gets pushed around, and the popular girl is obsessed with her looks. Like most movies about teenagers, these four somehow get into detention together and are forced to do manual labor. While cleaning out the school's basement, they discover a video game console that is, in fact, the modern updated version of Jumanji. They turn the game on, and before you know it, they are sucked into the game's world as the characters they chose. And of course, their characters are 100% opposite of who they really are. Jock becomes tiny and whiny Kevin Hart, the nerd becomes the beefcake, The Rock, shy girl becomes hot Karen Gillian, and popular girl becomes Jack Black. And the jokes resulting of this chain are obvious. Kevin is short, The Rock is buff, Karen is dressed too skimpy for the jungle, and Jack Black is Jack Black. After this, we get a musical montage of some action sequences, a few more jokes, and finally we get to the title, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. So after watching the trailer a couple of times, what do I think? Well, to be honest, the movie does not look half bad. The cast seems to be put together decently enough, though I could do without Kevin Hart's constant referrals to his size. It just seems to be a default joke in all of his movies. We get it, Kevin. You're short. Can we move on now? The action scenes remind me a lot of the Brendan Fraser Mummy movies. They're big, over the top, yet fun and entertaining. The CGI isn't half bad, and they use real sets for the temple and the town, and that looks fantastic. I'm also very happy to see they're filming on location, as opposed to making the environments all computer animated. You know, like that other movie that took place in a jungle. As far as the story goes, it looks like the characters will be hunting down one or more artifacts in order to escape the game. We all know that this is going to be one of those go-go Power Ranger moments where they learn the value of friendship and teamwork. But that's not a bad thing. A cliche? Yes. Bad thing? No. It is also interesting seeing other people in the game. Now, I'm sure that these are people like the Hunter from the original movie, not actual living and breathing people, but NPCs the game has generated, though I question the inclusion of helicopters and motorcycles. As for the bad, I'm not really feeling anything truly awful about this trailer. I do question the use of characters having video game superpowers, and I could have done without the whole hippo attack at the end. Mostly because this would have killed Jack Black, period, end of story, and because it obviously doesn't kill him, I am worried that we won't have any true moments of dread for our characters. In the original, there were scenes where we legitimately thought our heroes were not going to make it. The spider scene for one, and the ending showdown for another. If Jack Black is able to survive literally being mauled by a hippo, for what reason should we believe that our heroes are in any real danger? That is my biggest concern right now. In conclusion, the movie seems to be a lot of fun. However, does it deserve the title of Jumanji? The idea of an ancient cursed object sucking people into another world is nothing new. There are literally tons of horror movies out there that play on the same concept. So you could easily give this movie another title and nothing about the film will change. Furthermore, Jumanji was all about the luck of the dice and seeing how the world gets altered based off that dice roll. Sometimes the roll helps you, but most of the time it doesn't. The real danger came from the fact that people playing Jumanji were forced to keep playing it. They had to keep allowing more horrors into their lives in order to make it to the end of the game. Every time they surpassed a new obstacle, they had to sit back down and roll the dice again. It was like an even more sadistic version of Russian roulette because you just had to keep playing even when you don't want to. In this movie, there are no dice. The kids are just stuck in some strange world with the task to escape. That seems to be it. I don't know about you, but that seems less dramatic than having to force yourself to roll a dice at the risk of bringing more terror into the living world. I guess I'm trying to say is that the randomness of Jumanji's dice made the original movie that much more psychological. The game is constantly torturing its players, and yet they are unable to stop until they beat the game or are killed. Welcome to the jungle, they just need to find a way back home. Not as exciting. However, that being said, the movie does seem to be fun, and in the end, that's all that matters. Do I think that this is worth the price of a movie ticket? Not so much, but it'll definitely be worth renting or streaming on Netflix. And who knows, this could be darker and more serious than what the trailer lets on. That happens all the time. It could be a great action comedy, it could be psychological, it could be dark and depressing. We don't know, but I'm sure we'll all find out. So please tell me what you think of Welcome to the Jungle. Does it deserve the Jumanji title or should it have been its own standalone film? Let me know in the comments. I am Mazer, thank you for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Hey everyone, Mazer here, and I just want to thank you for watching my video. Please remember to like and subscribe. Your support means the world to me.